Hi and welcome to Tabletop Gaming. My name is Charlie and today we are taking a look at a game that might not be a game but kind of is a game, but one that I'm very excited about anyway. It's Chicken vs. Hotdog. Now, this is a game for our friends over at Big Potato, which means you can confidently assume it is a pretty perfect party game. And you're not wrong. This is absolutely adorable. It is very, very simple to pick up, very, very simple to play, and incredibly difficult, but very fun. What it is essentially a gamified version of the bottle flip challenge, right? So you remember seeing all this stuff on social media where people would have like a water bottle that would have a little bit of water in it, and they'd try and flick the water bottle so that it would land on the table upright, perfect, as if it had always been there. That's what this game is. However, it's with a chicken and a hot dog and a couple of gamified elements. So to show you as a close-up, these are your little guys, and then what we're going to do. So in theory, you have a challenge, you bid for the challenge, you attempt to succeed, and then you build your little character as a result. Now, first of all, it says it's 2 players. I would argue it's probably 2 teams, I think that's fair, and that it's 8+. I think you could probably get away with younger with supervision, because much of this isn't skill, unless there's a point where it comes to, yes, oh my goodness, it is skill. But realistically, it's just keeping fingers crossed and hoping for the best and keeping going until it works. So, with that, the box itself, we have our fine friends here with suction cups at the bottom that mean when it lands upright, it stays upright, so you get that shot perfectly. If I just take one of those out, we'll have a look, but we'll have a more in-depth look in a mo. This is our chicken, and the hot dog is this fellow here. Now, the other things in the box are our cards, which are going to give more details on our challenges, as well as offer that stack. So I said about completing your hot dog, for example. Not that I'm going to be able to do this with one hand. Oh, there we go. So you have to build up your hot dog by gaining the cards by winning the challenges. So there's quite a few there. And you do the same with the chicken. He spreads out, you see, until you reach the bottom, and then you've won that one. We also have bidding cards as to how many we believe we can do it in. So sort of each of them are the same, 1 to 3. So once you're shown what the shot is, or 1 to 4, sorry, what you're shown what the shot is, you then decide how many attempts you think you need, and you bid on those. And then the challenges themselves. So these are, so single flip must complete 1 rotation only. A wrong hand flip, use your non-dominant hand and land a single flip. Under the arm flip and twin flip, throw both of them at the same time. Now, the basic logic is like flick and hope that it lands that way up. I'm going to claim the fact that, no, I should stop doing this because the sound is going to be terrible. I'm going to claim that the fact that this is a fabric covering, which is why it's not sticking. That's the reason, and I'm sticking to it rather than it being infinitely difficult. That should have stuck. That would have stuck. Now, the only thing that's in the box, before I talk any more about it, is the instructions. It's just some more details on what you need to do, but you can see it's not very difficult at all, and Big Potato are always very good for their videos that explain what's going on as well. And there is also the option of dueling slingums, which is just trying to land it in front of your opponent from a distance. You can see from the picture there what you're trying to achieve. But basically, it's bottle flipping is fun. How do we make a game out of it? Will this probably have you shouting? Yes. Will you have to be a little bit careful that there's no breakables around? Also yes, because you don't realise how bad you are at this, or your friends are at this, until you start flicking it and find, actually you're not to be trusted. However, it's good for a giggle anyway. Now, the other thing is, what do these remind you of? If they remind you of what I think they remind you of, you've got a very dirty mind. You are right, they are the prototypes, or they were the prototypes of what this was. So they very nicely told us, but they told us twice, I think we're allowed to say. So yes, there is that in its history, but this is just for funsies and for flipping and hoping that they land upright in a family-friendly game that you can play with children of 8 years and older. Now, what I was hoping to do is montage this with cool trick flip shots. We haven't been able to get any good footage of us attempting this, but I would love to see yours, so pop a link to them if they're on TikTok, if they're on whatever, in the comment section. I would love to see those. You'll see some really cool ones on Big Potato's social media as well, on their attempts, and I would also love to know the weird places this got stuck. So I got told about this being stuck to a skylight at one point, which amused me. These sorts of silly things, where have they ended up? I want to hear. As your game got out of hand, tell me about it in the comments. It sounds like a cool idea. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. This is just a lovely and quick one because there's not too much in terms of elements to these games, but they are quite amusing, and I think a pretty good Christmas gift or birthday gift or celebratory gift or a just because gift. I think they're great, and really, really good fun. So set up that competition going, put that tournament board up on the wall for how well you do, and have a really fun time. Thanks ever so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.